Hi Homeworthy, I'm Jillian. Welcome to my 595 square foot apartment in Chicago. Come on in.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
Hi, my name is Jillian Jaeger. I work in commercial real estate and do content creation on the side. We are in Chicago in my Lincoln Park apartment. I moved here in September of 2024. I ended up in this apartment because I had been living in a walk-up in Lincoln Park with a roommate for 3 years, and I decided it was time to move into my own space. So I looked around different parts of the city, but I knew I wanted to be in the Lincoln Park area, and I stumbled upon this beautiful space. It's perfect for one person. It's 595 square feet, so it's tiny, but it's perfect for me. I really wanted something that was gonna be open and airy and also modern. Something that drew me to the space was the big window. So having those open big windows is so nice because it lets so much light in and honestly just makes the space feel so much bigger than it is. Welcome to my living room. It comes right off the kitchen, so very easy access, but this has to be one of my favorite spaces in my home. This photo means a lot to me because right before my grandma passed away, she let me and my 3 sisters each pick out an art piece from her home, and during that time, I was going through more of a sad moment in life, and the picture originally had a very dark matte and a very dark frame, and I kind of thought of it as like a moody image. It kind of matched what I was going through at the time in my life. And about 3 years after I picked this out, I ended up actually getting to see it at home. And when I looked at the picture after 3 years, I realized that it's not at all a moody picture. It's a very beautiful picture, and the boat is named Beauty, and I think it's just overall a beautiful picture that kind of represents that sometimes when you're going through storms, you have to go through those to kind of get to the beautiful parts of life. And I think that life is so beautiful and precious, and every day when I look at it, it's just a reminder that everybody can make it through their toughest times, toughest challenges, and it's just a beautiful photo for me to always remember her and just that life is beautiful. So that's something that I love looking at every day. We have some fun stuff underneath. I kind of sourced everything from different spaces. I have this cute little vintage bowl for my matches. I love collecting matches whenever I travel. We have this Jenny Kane coffee table book. I love Jenny Kane. I love the brand. I love the clothes. They're so beautiful. I loved this little lamp because it has this like natural woven texture to it, and I just thought it was super fun. It was one of the first pieces that I bought for this apartment, and I just love how it ties in some natural components. We have some storage boxes down here with some more coffee table books. I have a Charleston coffee table book down there. Charleston's very near and dear to my heart. I've spent a lot of time down there, and that's where I met my boyfriend. So I love tying in little elements of Charleston because it's another home away from home for me, and I feel like a lot of my interior style is inspired by Charleston and the coastal beach life. Another space that I absolutely love is my kitchen table. I got the table off of Facebook Marketplace, and everybody in my family was confused when I bought it. They were like, why are you getting this little table? But I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it, which was get a cute little tablecloth and some beautiful, gorgeous plates. So my plates are from the brand Piano. Everything is handmade in Italy, and it's so beautiful. Once I saw the plates online, I knew that that's what I had to have. And I love how they're pink because my favorite color is pink. And if I'm living alone in my very girly apartment, then we're gonna have lots of pink, lots of colors. I love having fresh flowers. I love making my own bouquet. So I made this on Sunday and I just think it's so fun, especially in the springtime. It just really spruces up the place. Then we have my comfy couch that I love so much. It's from Pottery Barn, another piece that I bought right away in the beginning. I love it. I knew I wanted a white couch. Again, it's just me, so I can have a white couch if I want a white couch. I tied in some blue and white pieces because blue and white together just makes me feel so at peace and so calm, and it reminds me of the beach and just a serene life. I knew I wanted to have a really fun, bright and colorful carpet, so I think that my carpet is a really fun element of my space and kind of it makes everything pop. We have my coffee table that has my coffee table book, Island Dreaming. Again, more tying into the coastal kind of elements of this apartment. We have these cute little matchbooks that my old roommate, after 3 years, made for me. So they say Jilly's Place on them, and they're so cute. I love the whole setup going on right here. Again, we have more woven textures, and it kind of just makes everything feel natural and homey and at peace. The funny thing about these chairs is that they were originally in my parents' home in our basement. They were this like white suede color that ended up going to my sister's apartment, and then they ended up at my apartment. So they were very old and beat up, and I kind of decided that these are amazing chairs. We can't let these go to waste. So I ended up picking out a new fabric and got them reupholstered. We painted the bottoms white, and I just think they turned out beautiful. I was so excited about these chairs, and I think it's just a really cute and warm, welcoming seating area that's just so fun. I love sitting here having my morning coffee, reading a book from the bookshelf, and it's super fun. And then this little table was actually in my grandparents' home. So I was looking for a little side table, and my mom thought of this little table that was just in our basement, and it worked out perfectly. It's so cute. I keep some hosting materials in there, which is perfect. Again, I love making use out of all my pieces and having extra storage in every way that I can because I've got a lot of stuff and it needs to fit somewhere. This ottoman is super cute. I found it online and I was looking for just a natural kind of woven or like raffia ottoman, and I just think it's so cute. It's light. I love the light color, and it's just a nice little place to put your feet up, or someone can sit on there. And people have when I have people over for game nights. So it's a fun, cute little element that adds in some natural patterns and textures into the apartment. Then we have my beloved bookshelf. This was actually in my sister's apartment. She was giving it away, and I said, this is perfect. I will absolutely take it. So we have some books in here. We have more matchbooks. We have a photo of me and my boyfriend. This cute little napkin that says I demand glamour. Just felt very fitting and very me. And I love the shell book ends. I saw those on TikTok and I thought they were the cutest thing. They're from World Market, and I just love how they feel beachy and just super cute. We have 2 more coffee table books, Colorful World and The House Romantic. Both just felt very fitting. I got this cute little candle holder in a shop in New York. Then we have a picture of me and my sister framed, and then a cute little picture from my trip to Costa Rica that I just went on. It was such an amazing trip, and I just wanted to add a little piece of it to my home. And then up here I have a photo of Charleston. Again, Charleston is very near and dear to my heart, and I definitely wanted to tie in some elements of Charleston into my apartment, which you'll see more of. So then we have my TV console. I was looking for months for a TV console. This was probably the hardest thing for me to find, and finally one of my friends who was going to Parsons for interior design school was tasked with the job of helping me find one, and she picked this out, and it is so perfect. It's now one of my favorite parts of my apartment. It's got amazing storage, which we love, but also it just looks so beautiful. It also ties in really well with the cabinets in my apartment. It's honestly so perfect. I can't think of a better TV console than this one. I love it so much. Then we have some cute coffee table books, Mykonos Muse, because my grandparents were very Greek, so definitely wanted to tie in some elements of that. I'm a part of a women's network at my full-time job, and when I saw this Women Making Waves coffee table book at a boutique in Charleston, I just thought it was very fitting and powerful, and I love women supporting women. I have 3 amazing sisters, which you can see right here. This is us helping my one sister, Kara, get ready for her wedding in Charleston. Again, we all love Charleston so much. So they're very special to me, and I honestly don't know what I would do without them. They are my lifeline. We have a gorgeous diptyque candle. I love the scent so much, and the pink is just very much me, and it has this cute little scalloped coaster underneath it. This Icons book was from one of my best friends. It's actually her birthday today, and she gave me this book for my birthday. She said, because you're an icon, which is just super cute. It was honestly one of the best gifts I've received, because who doesn't want to be told they're an icon? Great Escapes Italy coffee table book, because that's one of my favorite trips that me and 2 of my sisters and my dad went on. It was my younger sister and my mom couldn't make it. They had a dance competition, and the 4 of us went to Italy together, and we had seriously the best time. We still talk about it to this day. We have this cute little Cezanne vase, which I love putting flowers in, and then this adorable scalloped and wooden lamp. So cute, from Target. I love it so much. I'm obsessed with lamps. I have so many lamps in this apartment, and I searched for so long for different kinds of lamps, and this changed a few times, but now this has been officially, the lamp of the moment in this space, and I love it so much. I think it's the perfect lamp. Then we have a little guitar down here. My boyfriend plays guitar. I don't, but he needs one here, so we always have a guitar on hand. And then we have this gorgeous mirror. I was looking for a mirror for so long, and I had gotten one that's now in my bedroom, but then a few weeks after I moved in, I was in HomeGoods, and I saw this one, and I literally stopped in my tracks, and I sent it to my sisters. I'm like, guys, I think I need this mirror. And I love it so much. It's literally perfect. Again, it has that natural wooden component to it. I just think it's so cute and fun. I love it so much. So that's my mirror. These are both photos that I took myself. This is from a trip to Croatia with my family. Again, I love documenting all of my travels with my family. We spend a lot of time together, and traveling together is one of my favorite things to do. And then I have this gorgeous picture I took when I studied abroad in Barcelona. That was a big chapter in my life, so I love being able to reminisce on that and have that photo in my apartment. My advice for moving into a small space is definitely to maximize your storage. So for every piece that I picked out, I wanted to make sure that I could somehow add a little element of storage into it, just so that things could be kind of hidden away, and I know where everything is, but it's all kind of tucked away so that everything can still look really nice, but we still can have all of our stuff available for us. So that would be definitely my number 1 tip. And also, definitely consider measuring before you buy stuff. I was going kind of rogue with not measuring anything, and finally my friend was like, I would definitely just wait and maybe measure some stuff before. And then I started doing that, and I realized that, I had to kind of figure out how everything was gonna fit. So definitely measure your space before. When I was thinking about decorating my space, it was the summertime. So I knew I was moving in here in April of 2024. So I had all summer to kind of think about how I wanted to decorate my space. And I honestly wanted my apartment to feel like spring and summer. And someone that I kind of modeled my style after is my sister. I love her taste. I love her apartment. So I kind of have a similar vibe to her, and I feel like it's a little bit coastal, modern, traditional. I just wanted it to feel natural, lots of color and different textures, patterns. So that's kind of my style of home decor. I work in commercial real estate. I love it so much. I have my broker's license. It's an amazing job, and I also have gotten to learn so much about the city, and I feel like I know the entire city and outlying areas because of my job. And the past 3 years, I've really pursued a side hustle in content creation, which has been such a fun side hobby and also passion project for me. I love fashion and home decor and just like sharing my lifestyle. So it's really been fun to be able to do that kind of on the side and have a little passion side project while also pursuing my full-time career and dreams in real estate. Now that I've showed you my living room, it's time to head into the bedroom, which is very easily accessible because it is right off the living room. We have this amazing little sliding door if I want some privacy, but we like to keep it open most of the time so that the space can feel very bright and open. My bedroom, while it is small, I love the way that I set it up because I just wanted to feel very cozy and just peaceful, which I think I kind of nailed. So we have my bedding from Serena and Lily. We have this Jenny Kane woven blanket, which is literally the softest thing ever. Then I have these beautiful little embroidered pillows from Hill House. I wanted something that felt just like personal, and I think that the green little texture kind of worked in with some other elements into my room, like this photograph, which is the marsh area in Charleston. So I definitely wanted to add some more Charleston elements into my room, and I feel like this room kind of feels like the perfect coastal escape. So then we have my nightstand, which is literally the perfect little nightstand. I had other nightstands picked out, and then once I moved in and kind of saw how everything looked in the space, I found this cute little side table from HomeGoods, and I felt like it fit perfectly. So we have my cute lamp. I added this adorable lampshade from Pookie Lighting. They have the cutest lampshades, cutest just everything. I love it so much. We have my Hatch alarm, how I wake up every day. It is the most peaceful way to wake up. We have this cute little mini diptyque candle on the side, some hand cream, and then obviously I had to have a cute tissue cover holder because everything has to be cute and fun and girly in this space. So I love this little tissue holder. We have this beautiful little painting from Dubrovnik when my family went to Croatia, which I love. I just love having so many different photographs and photos and paintings of traveling because that's something that I just love to do so much. Then we have my jewelry all down here, so I like to keep that very compact and put away, and it's a nice little side table. So this is my dresser. I love this so much. I wanted a tall dresser specifically because I didn't have that much room with this wall, so having a tall dresser was something that was very much needed, and then I could also display some cute little pieces. So I have a bunch of perfume, room linen spray. I have another diptyque candle right here, which is one of my favorite scents. I have this adorable vintage little china dish that I got from a local boutique in Lincoln Park, which is called Kismet. I love their stuff. I have a few different pieces from that shop, and they just always have the best vintage or new items. I have this beautiful arched mirror, which I feel like really opens up the space. It wasn't even my plan to put the mirror here initially, but once I did, I knew that it was perfect because it just, again, opens up the space and it just makes it feel very big. I have this cute little scalped lamp and then a painting from that Italy trip I referenced with my dad and two of my sisters. We all got a painting from the same day and same spot, and I just love looking at it. It was in my room at my parents' house, and I kind of took a few things with me to my new space, and I just love being able to look at that, and the bright colors are just so fun. And then it's very nice to have a full-length mirror in here because when I'm trying on my clothes in my closet, I can instantly look and see if I like what I'm seeing. So I put that there. That was supposed to be out there, but I feel like it works better in here and really ties in the dark framing of it with the photographs. So it actually worked out perfectly. What I love most about my home is all of the color and the patterns. I think it's so fun to have it be really bright and very much me. I love patterns and colors, and I think that that's probably my favorite part. And I love tying in some older pieces with some new pieces. I have some pieces that are passed down from my grandma, and then I have some newer pieces. I have pieces from Facebook Marketplace, but I also have brand new pieces, and it's just really fun how they've all come together and kind of made my space feel like a home. I set up my space so it would be great for entertaining. Even though we're in a small space, I wanted to make sure that I had room for people to come over and entertain. So sometimes we'll set up a game on my coffee table. I'll have my friends over, we'll make dinner, and it's so much fun that even though we're in a smaller, tiny apartment, it feels bigger and I can have so many people over, and I love to entertain. So that's something that's very important to me. Now that you've seen my bedroom, we can head right over to the kitchen, which is right off the bedroom and living area. I love my kitchen so much. We have so much counter space, and it's perfect for someone who loves to cook, and I also love to bake. So that's something that I do a lot in my kitchen, which is so great that I have the KitchenAid because I do a lot of baking, cookies, banana bread. It's one of my favorite things to do. We have this cute little lamp with some photographs that I got in a boutique in Charleston. I love the natural wood frames, and it ties in so perfectly with the cabinets, so that worked out very well. This is kind of where I set up everything for my cooking, my baking, so it's the perfect little spot. I make all my coffees right here after I make them in my machine. And then I can take you through my kitchen. I love the updated appliances. It was really important for me to have an apartment that was a bit updated, and it worked out very well. I love to cook. I love making food on the griddle as well. You can really make anything. I have tea every night, so I love my little Le Creuset teapot. I have this little setup right here for my olive oil, my salt and pepper. We have this cute little flamingo estate candle, which I love so much, and the scent just really brought me back to my grandma's garden because she loved flowers and gardening, and literally the candle kind of just encompasses all those beautiful California smells that I remember growing up going to. We have a cute utensil jar. I love the pattern on here, the blues. It's just very perfect. I got that from HomeGoods, and I love it so much. I have this adorable linen bench that opens up, and there's tons of storage in there, so I keep some towels in there, some extra linen. So this is the perfect spot to kind of keep extra items in. And sometimes I like to sit while I wait for my food to cook. So sometimes I'll just sit here, and it's honestly a really nice, comfy little bench. So this is my gallery wall, which I didn't even intend on doing, but it worked out so well. I have paintings from a few different spots that I've been to. So we have New York. I got this when I was visiting one of my best friends there. Then this, I believe, is in Salzburg, Austria, which was a trip that my family went on that was seriously so wonderful. We got to see everything from The Sound of Music. So that's one of my family's favorite movies. So to be able to go there and see everything was unreal. This is from Paris, pretty obvious with the Eiffel Tower, but I went there when I studied abroad. And then this is from Venice, Italy, which is that trip that I went on with my family. And then I got this adorable vintage photo from an Etsy seller, and it's the Battery in Charleston. And when my boyfriend and I first met, we did a lot of walks down the Battery, and so I thought it was super cute with the man and woman and the kites and the birds. It just is so Charleston and so cute. So I loved that photo. And then this is kind of my spooky photo, but I love Lord Huron, the band, and I've seen them a few times with my sister and my boyfriend, and I love music so much. It's so important to me. I always have music playing in my apartment, and I also think that makes a home very cozy. It's just having music on. And so I got one of their posters, and music is a part of who I am. I just love it. I love their music. It just speaks to me so much. So I love having this framed in here. This is more of my kitchen area. I like to keep this space nice and neat and tidy. We have my Smeg toaster, which I just love it so much. I think it's the cutest thing. These knives are from Material Home, which is such an amazing home. I believe it's online only, but their stuff is so good. We have all of these Estelle glasses. I love the colors. It's just so fun. So me. I cannot wait to be on my rooftop in the summer with my Estelle glasses. This is an Estelle decanter. And these are just more fun Estelle glasses. So I love Estelle. I love everything that she does. Woman owned and just beautiful, timeless glassware. Then probably one of my favorite parts of my apartment has to be my coffee machine. I love coffee. I make a latte literally every day, and it is one of my favorite things that I own. It is the best. So I have this cute little espresso cup that I got from a boutique in Lincoln Park called Artifact. And then this is from Kismet, which is that boutique in Chicago. And this holds my coffee beans. And I have this cute little wooden spoon. And the employee had told me that it's a vintage mustard jar that somebody would have used back in the day. And I just put my coffee beans in it. And I think it's so cute and adds a little bit of a vintage touch with more of the modern pieces, which we love mixing those together. One of my favorite meals to make when I have people over, it's very simple, but I love to go to Whole Foods and get the pizza dough that they have and basically make personalized pizzas for everyone. Even though I'm dairy-free, I will get dairy-free cheese, but I'll also get regular cheese for those who are not dairy-free. But it's such a fun thing to do with people because it's really easy to make, but it tastes so good and you can kind of make it your own. So it has like a personalized touch. You can ask what your guests want and have some wine with it and play some card games. That's super fun. But I also have some hosting just materials tucked away. So whenever I have people over, I have some cute little jars and I just like love having a whole setup of just different cheeses and meats and little items that people can pick at. So I love just making it very fun and easygoing. I have this rug that I love so much. It actually took me months to find an entryway rug and I would search all the time, but I found this one at World Market and I honestly love it so much. I think that I love the natural color base that it has going on, but I think that the green flowers with the yellow buds are just so cute and it ties just really nicely into my apartment. And it's just like a nice calming entryway rug. It's not too crazy busy, but it also has that like girly feminine touch that I love to add into my apartment. And then we have this picture from Barcelona, which is where I studied abroad, but also I got this 4 years prior to when my sister studied abroad. This is one of their famous like lookout areas, and me and my sisters each got a piece and all have it framed. So it's fun to have that. It's a nice little bold, colorful photo that you can see right away when you walk in. Right off my kitchen, we have my bathroom, which is the perfect little bathroom, especially for just one person. I love it so much. I like to keep it clean, organized, and simple. So not too much going on over here, but I love to add those pink and fun colors, fun textures and patterns. So we have this really cute napkin holder from Serena and Lily that I just put some blue and white napkins in. I thought it was super cute. We have this beautiful pink setup from Casatex, New York. I just think that it's so cute. It makes the space feel really bright because we have these plain white walls. So I love adding just fun elements of color and texture into the space. We have a cute little candle. I always like to have a candle lit. As you can see, I think I have like 10 candles in this apartment. So lots of candles going on. And then I wanted a shower curtain that was fun and colorful. I just think that this block print pattern is so fun. I love that it has the scalloped edge. I had a white one originally and honestly just made it feel a little bit too plain in here. So I love having this block print pattern going on. I have these adorable embroidered scalloped towels from Wheezy Towels, which is where I get all my towels from. And then we have these cute little framed photos from Etsy. I think that the blues and the greens just all really tied in so nicely together. in here, and I just love the way this bathroom turned out because it's the perfect little bathroom for getting ready, doing my hair. I spend a lot of time in here, so I love the way it turned out. When I think about a home, I think about a space that I can be with family and friends, a space that feels inviting and warm, and a space where I can just be authentically myself. That's super important to me, to just always stay true to who I am. I feel like it's very easy to get kind of mixed up in different aesthetics, and I just know that this aesthetic is just completely me. I know that this home, it's just me, and I poured so much love and time into it, and I just love the way it makes me feel every time I come home. Every time I wake up, I just think this is the most perfectly me space, and I think having a space that you can bring family and friends into and be proud of and just feel so comfortable in, that to me feels like a home.
Homeworthy, it was so fun having you and showing you around my Lincoln Park apartment, but I've got some work to do, so it's time for you to go, but thank you so much for coming along.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.